Friends, I have gone into editor and friends, this is YouTube Studio, and every content creator has access to YouTube Studio. Friends, I am in YouTube Studio in the full desktop edition. So in order to do that, you need to open a browser. I am not using the YouTube Studio app on your phone. I opened a browser and accessed the internet via a browser, like Safari, like Google Chrome, like Internet Explorer. Those are browsers. And you need to do that so that you can get to the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio. Go to studio.youtube.com. And so, friends, now that I'm in youtubestudio.com, friends, I am pulling up my content from yesterday that I recorded during yesterday's 4th of July special edition of Shop Talk. And friends, let's go. And I'm just clicking on the editor feature. So it says details, customization, analytics, and then editor. I'm clicking on editor. And friends, can you see something right away as I look at my video in the editor feature? It clearly shows what happened and why I said, you know what? I need to let other creators know that as a small and new creator, things happen, because even with the bigger creators, things happen. Friends, let me just describe to you what happened on this stream. So I was live on this stream for 1 hour and 36 minutes. And the first 41 minutes of that has no sound. It has no sound on it. So we need to cut that out. I'll show you. I'm putting my playhead here, that solid line here with a dot on top. That is my playhead. And I'm playing and I am just teaching. We are just talking shop as YouTube content creators. Folks are reminding me, Kendi K, we can't hear you, Kendi K, we're here for you, Kendi K, but we can't hear a thing. And I was just showing friends how to optimize their channel, particularly when we are doing holiday content. And I hope that you were able to get out some holiday content. So nope, there was no sound until here, until you see, though, that's the audio line. The second section here is the audio line here. And then friends, would share out your channel link, and don't forget. So you can see here, this is all blank because there is no sound. And then here, the last half of my content from yesterday's special edition of Shop Talk, my 4th of July holiday special edition of Shop Talk, it does have sound. And so then on this top line, because I'm a monetized creator, all of those are mid-row ads. And as they play, I will earn ad revenue for every time someone watches those ads. And ads are just commercials. If it was TV, they would call them commercials, but they are ads because the content creator gets paid for those following full monetization. So it's super cool. It's super cool that with all of those, look at all of those are Kendi K's coins adding up. I love that for us. And friends, you can get there too. But this is an easy edit. Kendi K, I'm not an editor. Friends, I work professionally full-time outside of YouTube. And I declare and decree that I am not an editor. But what I do know how to do is I know how to go. I've activated all of the free tools. YouTube really does give you everything that you need absolutely free to get to monetization. Now you can choose to go away from YouTube and spend your coins, your money on all of these other apps and things and things. I'm not even going to keep repeating them. But y'all, those things add up. Have you stopped to think about how much money you actually spend to be a YouTuber, when really what you need to do is lean into safe spaces like Shop Talk, where we teach folks, where Kendi K teaches folks live. I answer your YouTube content creator questions live. And friends, so if you have the reason, I know there's some folks in here right now who do primarily live streams on their channel. And I've heard from you. And this is why I'm doing this live stream again, because y'all, as a new YouTuber, it happens to me as well. Yes, I don't encourage folks to use all those external applications because they charge you monthly recurring fees. Let's learn how to use the editor feature in YouTube Studio for free. So friends, let's go and let's grow. I am in the editor feature of YouTube Studio. So I'm down in YouTube Studio. I'm in the editor. I have pulled up my video from yesterday. And friends, the first half of that, look right there in the middle, that middle line is showing me this middle line here. See, this is the audio line, right? That first 40 minutes, Kendi K was just talking and there was no sound. So I'm going to use the trim and cut feature. I'm going straight up and we're going to cut out all of that section, that first 40 minutes where there is no sound. All I do is hit that plus, and then I get these blue lines on either end when this video starts and when it ends. And friends, it's just a drag and drop. Just drag and drop it with your finger or with your mouse. And look here. I've got so many creators joining me. Thank you, Simply. So I know I'm going to move it over just a little bit more because I heard a couple of seconds of silence. All that time, there has not been any sound. You guys are amazing. Thank you all for joining me for this edition of Shop Talk. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So let me shout out these content creators, friends. Thank you, content creators. We're going to be heading over. We're going to be checking out viewers and looking at your 4th of July content. If you have 4th of July. So do you see that? Do you see how easy that was? Now we're right back into Shop Talk. This video will gain ad revenue. I know it's going to gain ad revenue because look at all of those lines on the top, those top vertical lines that you see there. Friends, those are all of Kendi K's ads that are running during this edition of Shop Talk that I recorded yesterday live. But I recorded the first 40 minutes of it without sound. Why? Because friends, it happens. You just got to laugh it off. But now, friends, I have reclaimed the power and the ad revenue in this video. Nobody's going to watch my video for 40 minutes without sound. No. So friends, what I'm doing now is I just pull that over. And do you see that this is all red? Because that means it's reminding me visually that it's going to cut out all of that first 40 minutes for me. And it's only going to include the part within these blue lines there. That's what it's reminding me. It's going to cut out everything that's red, and it's going to start here with everything to the right in between these two blue lines. Okay. And so I'm going to use this little magnifying feature to zoom in a little bit, and let's just fine tune this edit even more so that no one would be none the wiser that Kendi K recorded the first 40 minutes of this without sound. And this is the mobile stream. Oh my goodness. So let me shout out these content creators, friends. Thank you, content creators. And looking at your 4th of July content, if you have 4th of July content coming up, or you have put out 4th of July content on your channel, maybe we'll start there. July content on your channel. We want to see it. We want to welcome in these fabulous new and small creators of any size. I welcome you. This episode.
Content. If you have 4th of July content coming up.
Oh, that sounds good. Listen.
Content. If you have 4th of July content coming up, or you have put out 4th of July content on your channel, we want to see it. We want content coming up, or you have put out 4th of July content on your channel. We want to see it. We want to welcome in these fabulous new and small creators. Creators of any size are welcome here on Shop Talk.
The more you zoom out, the more you can fine tune the edit.
4th of July content coming up. 4th of July content coming up, or you have put out 4th of July content on your channel. We want to see it. We want to welcome in these fabulous new and small creators.
You bring in that word if, so I'm bringing back the playhead. I said line. Let's see how we did.
4th of July content coming up, or you have put out 4th of July content on your channel. We want to see it. We want to welcome in these fabulous new and small creators. Creators of any size are welcome here on Shop Talk. And if you do have content related to 4th of July on your channel, I want to hear about it. Thank you all for being here for this edition of Shop Talk. Welcome.
Okay, and so let's take some questions now from the Content Creator Collective. And I see a comment from Brit Family Fun. Brit Family Fun says, I want to learn how to break down my live into 10-minute videos. Okay, Brit, you're in the right place, friend, at the right time. So Brit, before you edit anything, you need to download your live stream. And Brit, before you edit anything, you need to download the long form live stream. Y'all, this is why I call this YouTube Studio Editing for Beginners. Y'all, this is the ShopTalk Creator Makerspace where we learn, we connect, we are able to share out our channel link and let other folks know who we are as small and new content creators. But more than anything, friends, this is a live how-to demonstration teaching you how, step by step, how to edit a video in YouTube Studio. And so Brit Family Fun, this friend, yes, this is how you do it. You're going to do it through the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio, not through the YouTube Studio app. You have to do this in the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio, meaning you're going to go use your tablet, use your laptop, use your computer, and you're going to go through an internet browser and go to studio.youtube.com. Brit Family Fun is, I appreciate your honesty, friend. She says, I've never edited anything before at all, Kendi K. Well, Kendi K is going to show you how. And I'm showing you step by step. Welcome in. Look at these content creators who are gathering. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Tuber Chat. Appreciate you on this Sunday morning for this Sunday edition of Shop Talk. We want to welcome in all of these content creators. Welcome in Monique Poe, and thank you for being a member of Kendi K's core crew. Thank you, my friend. We want to welcome in our good friend Normie from India. Thank you for joining us all the way from India. Look at content creators gathering from all over the world as we talk shop as content creators. So, Britt, I just trimmed out content creators. Kendi K just trimmed out live for us 40 minutes. I was live for Shop Talk yesterday on the 4th of July for 1 hour and 36 minutes. And the first 40 minutes of that, friends, was without sound. I cannot believe it. Can you? But it happens. It happens. And it looks like we've got good sound today. Okay. Okay. Yes. Y'all, everything that you learn on Shop Talk is an opportunity for you to become a better, stronger, more confident content creator. So Brit Family Fun, all you would need to do is the first step before you edit anything is to download the original content. Friends, you want to download the original content. and then you'll be able to edit it. Because friends, what happens is when we have long live streams, then if you have a live stream, let's say a live stream that is longer than, let's say 30, 40 minutes. I don't know, because how long folks view your content is different for every creator. Okay. Sometimes I see people have hour and a half live streams. If that's you, great. But have you noticed from your analytics, when you dive deep into your analytics, that folks only stayed, their average view duration for that content was just about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes? Friends, you to me, if that is a consistent trend, then there's nothing wrong with doing live streams if you have that chunk of time that are longer than an hour, or however long you have, right? Because you're not going to be able to get that coveted 4,000 watch hours on your long form videos and live streams unless you are doing long form videos and live streams. You won't be able to get to that 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days unless you go live, okay? Or the best way to get there as quick as possible is to go live and use long form videos and live streams. But friends, you absolutely can take your live streams, and YouTube allows you to take those live streams and chop them down into shorter segments. But friends, don't do any chopping until you first downloaded the original live stream for your safekeeping. Friends, once you've earned watch hours on a live stream, do you know that no one can take those watch hours away from you unless they drop off after 365 days if you're not monetized. Now, when you're monetized, they all stay. They all stay forever, okay? For as long as you have a YouTube channel. So friends, in order to maximize the replay of that content, I strongly suggest that you edit down that video to its most compelling parts. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so what I just did is I took this whole, I'm zooming back out now so everybody can see. I took my 1 hour and 36-minute live stream and I edited out the first 40 something minutes where I had no sound. And friends, all that's going to remain now is the rest of my live stream. Y'all, I just monitored and adjusted in real time so that my viewers could get this important information on ShopTalk. Y'all, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Let me know. Thank you all for being here. The Content Creator Collective is here and we are growing. Tuber Chat, sending love to all of these fellow content creators. Yes, Brit Family Fun, I have made that statement several times. Before you start editing anything, download your original content for safekeeping. Now, it is going to remain as part of your video history. But when you do edits to it, it's only going to retain the edited parts. Okay. But then you would still have downloaded to your device, or you can put it up, you can throw it up to a free Google Cloud account, a storage in the cloud. And you do have that associated with the email address associated with your Google channel, with your YouTube channel. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. And y'all, I would remind you that I've done this particular live demonstration several times. And so the next step that you want to do is try it. The next step you want to do is try it. But friends, essentially what we have here is it's the easiest editing software out there. And the most important thing is it comes directly to you from YouTube Studio as a content creator, and it's available to you at no charge. It is free. It is, in fact, free. Friends, if you have any questions as a content creator, go ahead and drop those questions now. This is our Content Creator Makerspace. And we are learning how to use the YouTube Studio Editor to edit our content for free in the full desktop edition. Go to studio.youtube.com. So friends, all that's going to remain here is the rest of my video with sounds. And we also did some channel audits. We peeked in on some content creators, including Simply Debbie Sue. And then we tiptoed over there. Oh, we checked on Grant's Faithful GLP-1 journey yesterday. He was having he had a 10-panel live stream yesterday. It was fabulous, featuring 10 content creators over there. And it was just 4th of July content. It was special 4th of July content. And then we checked out Simply Debbie Sue and left her some love on her channel. And then we had a treat. We had a special treat with Mary's Life Journey. Friend, she was live putting out her version of 4th of July content. She was over at Walmart picking up the barbecue essentials that she needed for her family's 4th of July cookout. Y'all, we just walked in on a treat with Mary's Life Journey, and it was super amazing, leaving all of those channels love, letting other creators, letting other viewers see what the Content Creator Collective is up to. Y'all, Kenny K is not new to it. I am true to it. This is the 127th episode of Shop Talk, the live creator makerspace, and we are learning live how to edit using the YouTube Studio editor feature at no charge to the YouTube content creator, given to us by YouTube. Everything that you need to fully monetize a channel is available to you absolutely free. Absolutely free. But I will tell you that it's important to get yourself connected to Shop Talk so that you can learn all the things and all the ways to use all the features that are available to you from YouTube Studio and available by YouTube. Okay. So friends, now that I've edited this thing all the way down and it's only going to show all of these things. And look, y'all, look, Kenny K, y'all, after 127 episodes, I'm a little over 2 years old as a YouTuber. My channel is. I even have some music at the end here. Let's see. So then I'll be able to put an end screen on this.
Have a blessed day, Debbie Sue.
Okay, so it's just going to retain those things that I wanted it to retain. So we're looking pretty good here. In fact, I'm going to zoom out a little bit more so that I can fine tune, because there were a couple of places where I just had here's one here where I might have been setting something else up. So if I want to do another cut in the middle, as you can see here, there's no sound between here and here. I was probably transitioning to another part. So I'm just going to trying to make this large enough for you all to see. And I'm going to just drag this over to the part that I want to cut out where there is no sound. And then before I cut it, I just want to listen to it by hitting the play button. And friends, let me give you some ideas and how you can use posts on your channel to push out content. Let's go here to the top. Do you see no sound? There's no sound there. That's why it's white. So channel to push out content. Let's stop right there and let's do a new cut. I just click on the word new cut. It's going to start right where my playhead was. And then do you see that I'm pulling this right up to the end where there was no sound? Before I hit the cut, and if I don't like the cut, if I'm scared to do it, then I just hit the X and cancel the cut. But let's see, because I want to hear what it's going to sound like when it restarts playing. And let's look at some of my posts. This is my 4th of July post. Looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to take that cut and use it. So now I cut out this part. Notice when I hover over it, it is red because that lets me know that it's going to cut that part out and it's going to cut that part out. And then do you see here? Do you see that these are blank here? There's no sound there and there's no sound there. And there's no sound here either. Let's try to cut those out. Just showing you how to use this feature. Now, y'all, if this is not easy, I don't know what is. And this is the free editing feature given to you. And let me just double check it. I can confirm it that yes, I want to cut that out, or I can cancel it and it'll go away. Let me listen.
And Mary was picking up most of those things, but she also added some.
So do you see? That's going to work. See? When folks watch this on the replay, no one will be none of the wiser that Kendi K had some technical difficulties yesterday. And I'm just a small and new content creator. Oops, y'all, I think I got myself zoomed out. Let's see if we can go back. And then I take the end of it and drag it right where I want it to cut out. And it's going to cut out everything in between. And let me just double check it by hitting the play.
So if you click that create button in the upper,
see? Good as new, good as new. And so I'm going to confirm that that is a good cut for me. And then there's one more opportunity. We're just going to get rid of that space where Kendi K was not talking, so that when it gets, we're optimizing this for the replay, friends. Optimizing this for the replay. And I certainly cut out the first 40 minutes where I had 40 minutes of this stream where there was absolutely no sound. It happens. As new and small creators, I'm going to double check this by hitting the play. And that's where my outro music begins. That sounds pretty good to me. And friends, up in the upper right-hand corner, do you see me up in the upper right-hand corner? I can do one of two things. I can save these edits, or I can discard those edits. And that means throw them all away. That means you've changed your mind. And friends, I want to go ahead and save these edits. But friends, it says now my new video, it started out being 1 hour and 36 minutes long. And now it's going to cut it down to 52 minutes and 44 seconds. It says it's going to take a few hours for it to finalize all these edits. It's got to process all the way back through and take my cuts out, the parts that I wanted to be cut out. Friends, I can still cancel here. And it will leave my unedited video. Or I can give my second confirmation that, yes, I do want it to edit this. And it says these are permanent changes. This is why before you do any edits to your content, go ahead and download the unedited footages without any changes whatsoever. Download it, and I would download and actually just upload it to the cloud. And that reminds me, I probably need to show folks how to do that as well, how to download and upload it to the cloud. This is strictly about the editing feature in Studio. Now, friends, it says video editing is in process. It already told me that it was going to take a few hours for that to happen. So there's nothing else for us to do. Notice that the screen is kind of grayed out there because it is editing. Okay, so we are going to stop there. And let me see if there are any other questions, comments as YouTubers. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it looks like we've got some other questions. And friends, every episode of Shop Talk is live Q&A for the YouTube content creator. Friends, we were sharing that editing feature, and we have accomplished that today. So why don't we do this? Why don't we just go into a live Q&A? If you have any questions about the editor feature, or if you have any questions about being a YouTuber, Simply Debbie Sue, thank you. And let me tell you why I'm thanking Simply Debbie Sue, because it was Simply Debbie Sue who was there on my Shop Talk live stream yesterday within minutes of me starting the live stream. And friends, she remained with me for, bless her heart. You are a kind human in the YouTube streets, Simply Debbie Sue. And you're also a member of Kenny K's core crew. And that's why you were one of the winners. See, when you put goodness out into the world, goodness always comes back to you. It's the law of reciprocity. That's why you were gifted during my July, 4th of July, Christmas in July prize pick, Simply Debbie Sue, because you're just good. You're just a good, kind human. And have you ever stopped to think about what the world would be like if we had so many more kind humans like Simply Debbie Sue and so many others? But it was Simply Debbie Sue. Jerry G was elected, and this is Shop Talk, where we just talk shop as YouTube creators. Here's a good question. I answer this question often, and I'm happy to do so. Should I focus on shorts or long form videos first? Should I focus on shorts or long form videos first? I think we all know the answer to this one, especially if you are part of the content creator collective, your friends. You should not be focusing on the shorts. Focus on your long form videos first and foremost. Once you get 50 subscribers, then you'll be able to go live on your own channel by yourself. Focus on those long form videos and those live streams. And then we're going to sprinkle in shorts so that folks can get to know us. But friends, if you're spending hours upon hours upon hours creating shorts, then you're putting your eggs in the wrong basket. You need to spend your time and effort and energies on your long form videos and your live streams. That is the way to grow a channel, and a channel that can reach monetization, so that once you reach monetization, you will get an ad revenue check every 30 days. Thank you for these content creator questions. And y'all, if you do have any questions, I will pop you up on the screen so that folks can see who you are. You are so very welcome, Lala. Y'all check out Lala, America's High Vibe Coach. She does fitness and nutrition on her channel. It's one of my favorite channels at this moment in these YouTube streets. Friends, this concludes this edition of Shop Talk. I appreciate those who have joined us for this edition of Shop Talk. It's live Q&A for the YouTube content creator. Thank you all for joining me, and we'll be back on Tuesday for Shop Talk. Hear what I say. Let me tell you about candy cane. Hear what I say. Let me tell you about candy cane. Everybody, let me in here so I can tell y'all about this here lady called Candy K. All day she's locked in and she's gonna win. She likes to get in the kitchen and do her thing and go shopping, showing us the things she brings. Candy K is a walker and she's a talker. She talks about hot topics. She has a good spirit. Nobody can stop it. So